Well, hello, lads and ladettes. Welcome to round 4, season 7, Contest of Speed AM2 Championship. My name is Kid and Petter, and we're coming to you live from beautiful Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi, outside in the UAE. I am joined, as always, by the very winner of this race last season, Badhad.
You say as always, except for last week. But we'll leave that one out.
What I do? Oh yeah, as always. Yeah, that's true. My bad.
Yes, that's right. Good to be back though. Yes, Abu Dhabi. Not a person will say otherwise. Personally, I don't think it's too bad. I find it's a lot better for racing. Quite easy to race people side by side. So it can work, so it's always a spicy race.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it really does not put bad races on. And it's not middle of the road, maybe slightly above average in terms of wheel-to-wheel action in the game, which is, of course, the exact opposite of real life. It's a bit like maybe Paul Ricard, maybe
Russia.
Yeah, Russia. Actually does put up some interesting races. I'm pulling up my stream as we're riding along with Acosta, the flying Colombian, has won 3 in a row to start this season, off to a dominating start. And it was a lot of fun last weekend to talk to him through our translator Lopez, so that was pretty cool. A contest of speed first, but back to normal this week. And as you see here, he's navigating this third sector that really doesn't make any sense aside from the fact that it's built around a man-made marina. It's basically just there to be there. 22 corners, I think. So a lot of this circuit does not make sense. But Acosta going 34 flat on his first lap. Wayo Flow in P1 with a 33.6, which is actually 4/10 faster than pole time last season in AM2. So AM2 is evolving, Badhad.
Yeah, when did we do this last season? It was
early,
through, wasn't it?
I think it was around 6 or so, something like that.
Yeah, so it's been a while. I don't think I got pole.
Yeah, it wasn't you. I took pictures. I took screenshots of it. I took screenshots of the finish and of qualifying, but I accidentally cut off the names.
Might have been Amran. So, but yeah, the pace has evolved. We're already 4 tenths ahead of that.
Yeah, especially on the first run. First commentator is Joel.
Sorry.
Seegers. Oh, okay.
I think it's Seegers.
Okay.
You got pole.
That sounds
I think
familiar.
he beat me by 2 tenths.
Joel Granger.
But anyway, that was a long time ago.
I mean, honestly, feels like it was about 2 years ago when that happened. Joel says, "Is that everyone's favorite contest of speed commentator, Kid Petter?" Oh wow, yeah, it is. In the flesh, Joel. In the flesh. You're my third favorite. If only you could not speak Northern English, that would be ideal. Arbar. I see Wayo didn't get my message about his qualifying ban. Uh-oh. Got drama already here.
I think it might be a penalty this race as well as a fully ban next week.
Well, either way, I mean, it looks like it's gonna have to be served next week. There's nothing we can really do about that now. I guess you guys have had your hands full today, so... Wayo didn't get that message till late. Unfortunate, but we'll do our best to put on a great show, irregardless. Andrew invalidates through the third sector. He finished on the podium here last week, or last season. I think P3 for him. Looking to bounce back strong after a pretty pedestrian start to the season for him. I think we could all agree on that. Go back up. He is... Bubba Newell is on these mediums right now. He's shown flashes of pace, but hasn't really been able to string an entire race together. Got yellows on the back straight. I think that is a Ferrari letting... Yeah, that is a Ferrari letting people by. Nothing out of the ordinary there. It's really easy to lose it, especially on hot laps around here. A lot of off-camber corners, really heavy traction zones, especially if you're not running traction control. It is quite easy to spin. So one thing to look out for.
Slippery curbs as well. A couple of kind of high ones like these ones through here. It's quite easy to outslip the car.
It absolutely is. I think. See if Famo already has done a lap on the mediums, on the softs. So see if he can go up here as this circuit gets rubbered in a little bit. Not sure, is that same Ferrari? He might be out of fuel. Now that I think about it, might be it's a Google Doogle.
Possibly.
Yeah, because he's had.
It doesn't improve.
No, it was worth a try. Worth a try. Very long circuit. Only possible to really get 3 hot laps in. So, gotta be cognizant of that. Let's go to Bama. I think Bama's furthest along here. Into the second sector for Bama. He's down 2/10 on his, or up 2/10, I should say, on his previous time. Bama probably the youngest person in the league this year, but we've seen the youngest people in leagues have success before. Nicholas, I believe, was the youngest in AM1 last year, and he won. Which makes me feel very old.
Away from all the vets.
Nah,
it's always the way it is.
I've been playing these games for longer than they've been alive, and I'm not as fast as they are, and it's very depressing. Bam up to P4. Solid lap for him. And that is Freddie into the third sector. This is D-Crime. He's changed his name once again. It's now Fredhead 19.
He told me that D-Crime was too childish for him.
I think it's also a nod because he's a big fan of Grateful Dead. He likes to travel around the country following them and do a lot of questionable psychedelics. Let's see what he can put in here. P2, pretty solid from Freddie. Able to beat Acosta, who's just now starting flying lap. And Acosta's new teammate for the rest of the season. Yeah, he joined us in the booth last week. It's DK. Finished P3, I believe, in Season 5 in AM2. He's gone back down. Starting from the bottom once again. And of course, this is his home track. He was actually just stationed in Abu Dhabi, which is why he was starting the season as a reserve. Came home unexpectedly early, just in time for the new COS season to start. So, looking for some good results here. DK did finish P4 in Hungary a couple of weeks ago. So, could definitely give Acosta a nice little boost, I think, in terms of the Constructors' Championship for Red Bull.
A bit more than a boost, I reckon. If Acosta's won 3 in a row and DK, very solid teammate, they're going to be ones to watch. DK is going to have some stories to tell around here. I think he told us he did a hot lap in a relatively fast car around here while he was over.
He was a BMW or something like that.
I don't know what it was. It might have been a BMW.
I think he's
a Ferrari World. Just what's that? Yeah, the first sector, isn't it? So he's got all the experience.
Yeah, definitely. Probably I'm going to venture to guess that he has. He's the only one with actual first-hand experience on the circuit, racing today of the 16 drivers. About half of whom probably aren't even old enough to own a driver's license. As Acosta is going to bail on that hot lap. Going to go one more time. P4 doesn't like that.
Oh, I just jumped on board with a Bood who's sort of maybe possibly just run to the pit entry.
Easy to do. It is an easy thing to do. It's really easy.
Okay.
Extremely easy to misjudge.
Oh, and Akarka's nearly done the same thing. Oh, Porridge is in the pit wall. Alright, they're all doing it. There you go.
Out of
Bit of
solidarity.
spice to life, I guess. Just making sure their teams are alert and aware. Changes in front wings. That's all it is.
Everybody's coming in. This is whoa, motor just about ended up in that very pit wall. It's such a sneaky pit wall. It really is.
They're all having some adventures, aren't they?
Looks like Google do on Andrew.
Anyone's actually on lap at the moment.
I think.
Andrew.
Yeah, I think. I guess Google's trying to give his teammate a toe. These guys have really struggled in qualifying, which is a bit surprising. Actually, I don't think that this is rehearsed. I think they're both on a hot lap right now.
Yeah. I mean, last season I know they were both better racers and qualifiers. Although Andrew did qualify in a lot of top threes. But I don't know. I guess the races where the points count, but you'd rather start in the front. Andrew is committing to those mediums though. He's not going to get another run amongst the softs.
Indeed, looks like Center County in here voicing some support for Vamanulo. First time I've seen him in there. Welcome to Center County. R-Bar is saying that it looks like Acosta will have a challenge today. Acosta did have a challenge, you might remember, in Hungary. I think he was running P6 for a while, and then that race kind of fell into his lap. Really interesting. He's won the first 3 races, but in a very different manner of circumstances. As Andrew,
the first one was incredibly dominating, wasn't it?
Yeah, but 25 seconds at Spa in the wet, then had to storm through the field in Hungary, and then Monaco, where he was kind of trading spots with Fred Head for most of the time. These guys are starting their final runs now. I believe that is going to be Fanatic. Ooh, he's already invalidated. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
He's take the trudge start lap as well. I think Steven might be the first one reserving on the EU side.
Yeah, I gotta say, don't know much about Steven. I think I remember his name from the EU4 race last week. But he is
the second driver for AlphaTauri, so he doesn't actually have a full-time seat at the moment, I think, so fairly new to the league.
Yeah, well, hopefully he can put on a good show here. Racing under the Welsh flag. Not enough Welshmen in the league. Only a handful. As we are getting terrible camera angles from Codemasters as we ride along with him. Wayo has started his second lap as well. Or his final lap. Gonna go on board with him for just a quick second. Try to get these split times. Yeah, he really sent it there into that first chicane. We'll see if that time will hold. Bama has started one as well. Steven into sector 3.
Yeah, so Wade's going to be done for the session, so he's not improving on that 33.6. Assuming our time's right, which it often isn't, so you never know.
Yeah. We're going to throw in us a spare in the work. That's not a very good lap from Steven, 35.9. Did not see where he made a mistake on that one. Let's go up. I believe Porridge starting there. Bama.
Yeah. Bama and then McLaren's and a couple of others. I think it's the way to go.
Yeah, whenever I was looking back through last season's results, Porridge actually tied for his best finish of the season around here with a P4. So he might be able to pull out some shenanigans here, score some quality points, maybe even a podium. Lots of people are saying that it's a possibility for the Canadian McLaren driver. As Bama into sector 3, did not see the splits, as it looks like is that a Mercedes? Mercedes just pulled over.
That's Wayo again.
Run out of fuel? I'm not sure why he's still...
I think he's been trying to have a hot lap. Bama improves. 33.699, so that puts up the P3 for now. We got DK behind. I think Acosta's finished. He's not been proven on that P5. Which one's been before.
Acosta's giving himself
Might
a
be
challenge.
fresh.
DK and then
Oh,
looks like
Fred's got a bit
Freddy.
loose. Oh, he's invalidated. So Fred's done for perception as
Oh,
well.
DK invalidates. that was actually an improvement. But he invalidated on the final corner exit. I don't think he would have actually jumped Bama. Is that
I think that's it. Abud and Bam have both invalidated. Oh no, Abud's
Abud's
not pushing. I don't think. Oh, maybe he is. I don't know. He just had his ERS and 0, so who knows? Oh, it looks like he's still going.
Yeah. Well, hey, good enough for P6. Jumped up a spot, but that won't do it. Wayoflo's still driving around for some reason.
It's true.
But that is another pole for Wayo. I believe he had pole in Hungary as well. Obviously very quick, but has yet to really string a complete race together. So we'll see what he can do leading this field. Freddie down there in P2 wasn't sounding too confident when I talked to him a little earlier, but definitely looks comfortable.
I'd say P2's alright.
Yeah, just a little bit off. Bam in P3. I think that's his best qualifying of the year, so look out for him. DK P4, Acosta P5, and Abud in P6, and we'll see the rest here now. Porridge P7, Vamo Nubel in P8, Motown Motor City in P9. He is complaining about his internet. Steven 7 from Wales, reserving for AlphaTauri in P10. Young DJ CJ in P11. Sector 7, P12, Arkaka 13. Andrew 14th, Google 15th, and Kaz in 16th. That will round out the field for what promises to be an entertaining Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Bod, got any gut feelings? Any predictions?
It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be difficult for the guys outside the 10 to pull off an alternate strat because the 2-stop is just as viable as the 1. Soft, medium, soft, or soft, medium, medium if you kill your tyres is probably the quickest way to go. Medium hard you could do, but I think you'd rather drive fast.
Yeah, I mean it definitely helps if you're driving fast.
I mean, the likes of Andrew down at P14, he's going to climb a few positions. He has pulled that alternate strat a couple of times with some success, but I don't think it's going to be quite as effective here. So not too sure if anyone's going to be able to make some massive moves like that. So it's probably not the worst team though, having a bit of a straight race, a couple of strats you can do, but most people are probably doing something similar. Yeah, might be difficult to really climb.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I mean it's just so difficult around here. It's pretty easy to overtake, I think, compared to some circuits, at least where we've been so far this year. But at the end of the day, a lot of it's going to come down to strategy. Some guys might be trying to do a one-stop. I really don't think that is viable. 2-stop's just a lot faster, especially if you get those softs on for a second stint. You'll be flying. Nonetheless, if anybody in the comments wants to throw in some predictions, feel free. I'll read them on air, and who knows, maybe you'll get famous.
I've just got his tyres, and you know how we were just saying Andrew normally does the alternate. He's decided to put on softs, so he's going to have the best tyres.
Maybe that is the alternate. Who knows?
It is the alternate, I think. So everyone else outside the 10 put mediums on. They might. Well, they could 1 or 2 stop it. I guess they got flexibility depending on if safety cars or things happen. But I think the soft, medium, soft is probably still going to be the preferred strat. So Andrew's going to be flying off the start.
It is similar to the EU2 race today, where the top 10 all started on softs, and then everyone else behind it started on mediums. But obviously Andrew's got something up his sleeve. Not sure if it's perhaps a soft hard strat, something like that he thinks might work. Those softs really only last 6-7 laps And after that, you're pretty dangerous around some of these high-speed corners. Depending on how much rear downforce you're running, you could be in trouble.
Could do 10 on fresh ones, maybe just.
Yeah, I know. I saw some guys in the EU4 race doing that last season when I was reserving.
Yeah.
Just I didn't really. I don't know how they did it.
I think with the safety car, or maybe if it's like a couple of virtuals, you could possibly do a soft medium, but you're gonna have to be very, very kind on your tyres. So it's probably just not quite worth it. I don't know. Let's see what Andrew decides to do.
Fair enough.
And straightforward.
Well, the best view in the house here at the hotel above the third sector. Love that camera shot. Is somebody's lost it? That's a Haas. That's young DJ CJ. Got into somebody on the formation lap. His best homage to Romain Grosjean. Nothing like a nice spin under the safety car to get the cobwebs loosened up. As that's going to back this grid up a little more than usual, I think. As way of flow's already come to the P1 grid spot. Now,
here's our prediction, DK win.
Did you get a win? Ooh. Arbar feeling spicy. Arbar feeling spicy, especially after he took out like half the field in the U2 race today. We've got Wayoflo. Wayoflo is off. We did not get any lights. So that's a bit of a surprise. But Wayoflo does get a jump. Looks like Freddie's going to be able to hold it. Oh man, Acosta went so deep under brakes. But it looks like the top 5 have all stayed about status quo.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys running towards the back.
Whoa, that's DK and Abood. Looking like some fighter jets. And look back here. Going 3 wide into the 4th corner. That is not advised. And that is Porridge Power, who is just dropping like a stone in the opening stance of this race. And it's not going to get any better whenever he gets on the throttle too hard coming out of the hairpin. Boy, that is
Carcross lost a fair chunk of damage as well. So both McLarens really, really struggling off the line. Yeah, can't get his outbreak stuff into turn 4.
And we'll see these guys fan out. Luckily, everybody away safely. A little bit of damage. Oh, I think I might have spoken too soon. I spoke too soon.
There's 3 cars off.
Andrew, Porridge, and Kaz. So that is obviously not. And look at that. There's even Google Dougal and Arkaka there. Looks like all 5 of them might have got caught up in the same melee. Gonna have to go back up to the front though, because Freddie is on the rear wing of Wayoflo. We've seen Wayo so far this season. He accumulates a lot of penalties over the course of the race. As Freddie understeers quite a bit in that dirty area.
The Acosta having a nice side by side to the 3rd sector, which is very rare. And Acosta's managed to navigate himself around, so very, very nice there. We've gone a bit deep in the brakes, a couple of places. I think that's a Williams that sector's dropped at the 2nd last corner. So plenty happening off the start here.
See if he's got any damage. Doesn't look like any damage, but those tires are lava. Might want to just go ahead and take those off. Don't want to stay stopped right there for too long. You might get disqualified in the pit lane. Oh, nope. He's going to go back on the track. Oh, boy. That's
another fascinating thing off the start of this race is watching Motown. Oh, he's ended up on the wall a couple of times due to his slight lag, so let's hope he stays in the session.
Well, I mean, I guess he's still here for the time being, as that's Sector 7 still... Again.
Oh, he's got no wing.
Oh, boy. Oh. Not the best start right here for Sector 7. Those tires are absolutely shot.
Oh, we've got a safety car for that.
Oh no!
So I think that was for sector dropping at the 1st corner.
Yep. Yeah, had to.
So what do these soft guys do? Do they feel that they stay out? Go medium maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Mediums probably max out about 14, 15 laps. Yeah, I mean it's doable, I guess. But I think there will be an entire cavalcade of strategy scenarios. Stay tuned for that here. As Wayoflo will be the first one. Let's see, Bod. What do you say? Go in or stay out?
Hit. Medium, medium. Do it. He's done it.
Freddie, DK is staying
DK
out.
stayed out. Oh, the man. Both Rebels are staying out.
Oh, ho, ho.
There you go. The Bood stays out.
Vamanubel in.
DJ stays out.
Steven Motor in. Google in. Andrew in. Porridge in. This is what we want. We get sick of these one-stop races every week. Let's diversify that portfolio a little bit. Sector 7, poor guy.
Four-stop races. Please.
Oh, absolutely.
That means put hards on. Everyone else has put mediums on just about, so that's a bit of difference there as well. So.
Ooh, interesting.
Got all sorts of strats playing out.
Interesting. Let's go back to our new. Yeah, I've heard from a multitude of sources that the hards are absolutely terrible around here. So, Vamo Nubel doing this at his own behest. Hopefully, he's done some practice on these tires because they take a while to heat up around here, and with the amount of traction zones, 22 corners or 21 corners, excuse me. Don't want to be. You better hope these things get some grip in them quickly. Nonetheless, this is going to be interesting.
Might not be the easiest things to heat up. Look at the top three.
True too.
Although they won't be the worst either. So, Karkas puts softs on. He'll be rapid. This is a really important restart actually. Can't afford to get damage. Your race is probably done.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect another safety car. This circuit really doesn't produce safety cars.
Maybe just spinning it at turn 3, but otherwise there's not too many places you can really bin it yourself. Although I'm sure people can prove otherwise. But yeah, it's going to be this next kind of 10 lap phase of the race is going to be really important. Whether DK and Costa can hold off the rest of the pack to let it stop.
Yeah, we saw the kind of pace of Bood had.
They'll one stop now at this point, won't they? The pit twice not going to catch it up.
I think, I think these guys might have to just go to hards, and that's not going to be fun either. Abood almost looked like he was thinking about going to the pits there, but he did not.
If they can get to, well, they will get to lap like 8 or 9. They have to put hards on. If they can get to like 12, then they can put mediums on. But they're not going to get to 12. So they actually have to full fight on them as well. So
yeah, that's going to be impossible.
Yeah. So I think the pitters have probably got the advantage at the moment, but I mean, you never know. And we're only on lap 4, so I can't really say too much in terms of conclusions yet anyway, so it's going to be interesting, really, really interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how all this shakes out. Interestingly, Bama did jump Fredhead on the pit stop. If you remember, they were all 3 of these guys nose to tail. Wayo came back out on top, but Bama did get the old jump on Freddy. So, yeah, I mean, I really don't know what you would do, those top 4 right now. I mean, obviously, young DJ CJ, I think that's a pretty solid position for him.
Yeah, he can get soft.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to take these mediums an extra couple laps as well. Now, expecting the safety car in at the end of this lap. It's like Sector 7 has joined up to the back of the field. He is the one that brought out the safety car. We saw him lose it in the final corner and completely burn those tires, and then short time later lost it through, I think, turn 2 and 3. Ripped off his front wing, brought out this safety car, and now we get another start. So how about that? Thanks, Sector, for giving us some action. DK leading.
Yeah,
full time.
It's a very, very long third sector, so he's got a lot of flexibility as to when he can go.
Yeah, he does. I mean, this is his first full-time race back in AM2 since the end of last season in AM1. So maybe a little bit of rust here. I always get a little anxious. Never know when to go. Don't want to mess up everybody in the back, but at the same time, it's more important for you to get a good start. That's a Bood and DJ CJ. Don't like to see that. But
I think he's gone.
Yep, DK's gone.
Oh. A little bit sketchy maybe, but... Oh, and again!
Oh!
Oh, he's caught it. But he's let his teammate go. Oh, that was scary.
Okay. Yep, obviously a little rusty. a little rusty. Sorry,
DJ's... Oh, DJ's pit.
Must have wing damage.
He dropped it. No, he dropped it.
Oh, no.
Yes, he's right down the back now. And Acosta's got 5 seconds for ignoring yellows.
Oh, who's that in the back?
So
is that DK?
Oh, an absolute mess here.
Oh, DK has completely lost it back there. You just saw a Red Bull completely flying off the track. That's I don't know how he didn't DNF. That was a large impact from DK.
He was really struggling out back on the exit of the first corner and the corner before that, and obviously now through turn 3. What an absolute mess of a start. What that's done is given Acosta a 2.5 second lead.
Oh, there's somebody else in the back. That is Sector 7 again. He is having an absolute shocker of a first 5 laps here from Abu Dhabi. Is they're going 3 wide through the chicane. Freddie's going to come out at the lower end of that. Porsche gets a move done, I think, on motor. And boy, this is all chaos.
So Acosta's got 5 seconds. Abu's got 10 seconds penalties as well. So
I'm not sure what that 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. I don't know.
I think it's because what's happened is DK's dropped it before the line and Acosta's gone past him before the start finish line, and technically not allowed to overtake till you pass it. So I think that's what's happened there. So
you would probably assume that'll get removed after the
Well, no, he'll have to serve it as net stop, so he won't be able to get it removed.
True.
Same with Abu. That's going to suck.
Yeah, stopping a boot's coming in right now. Not sure if he had damage or not, if he just wants to get off these softs. Yeah, way of flow fastest out there.
He's going to have to serve 5 seconds now, and probably 5 seconds is his second stop if he does make it. And he's put on medium, so he's going to have to make another stop.
That is...
But yeah, that was pretty much about the most chaotic restart you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, there were cars all over the place. And go back here, now we got a huge train flow forming. Vama Nubel. 4 seconds off of Bama, and look at all these guys. Fred, Steven Porge Power, Motor, Arkaka, Andrew Google, all looking to get by. I think that's good. This has to be frustrating for Freddie, who was on the back of Bama. Now it looks like he's just gonna have to wait. The hards. Manubel's Kaz gets a 5-second penalty for quarter cut. He must have blew that chicane at the end of the first sector.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bit suspect. Oh, Motor and Porridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't quite tell where Motor is on track here. But
yeah, it says he's 1 lap down on my screen. It says he's 1 lap down. Whale Flow is cutting into Acosta's. Vama Nubel washes out on these hard tires. Oh, Freddie's got to get by
struggling
him.
so much. He's already dropped like 5 seconds in the lap. Well, you're starting to catch Costa as well, so those mediums are better than those softs. It's just proven that the fastest lap, but Vamu is the cork on the bottle at the moment, isn't he?
Yep.
He's just really struggling to warm those tyres up. Dark conditions as well.
Man, I know Freddie's a lot more measured than I am, but I don't know what would be stopping him from just launching a dive on here. Burn that ERS. This is your race on the line.
Yeah,
if you're stuck behind him.
See Bama running away.
Arbar did jinx DK, so I'm sure Arbar would like to issue a formal apologies for it in a second. As Porge now looking on Steven. And then
Steven's going to get him now. Go now.
Yeah, he's got to go. Alright. Easy as you like it. Oh, his Vama Nubel has... Oh gosh, what is going on over here?
They're all driving through each other. Porridge went deep in the brakes as well there, so... I think Vanu might have dropped it on the apex.
Yeah, he did drop it on the first apex.
On the brakes, so 2 separate instances there.
Oh god,
But they're all weaving everywhere. The Ferrari's trying to negotiate a car car as
Jeez,
well, so this pack is spicy. This is absolutely wild.
Motor's car is actually... this is like a David Blaine magic show on the Vegas Strip. It's an HBO special.
Oh my.
Dude, he's jumping around, levitating all over the place. love to see it. People who don't love to see it are those people around him, because that's very easy to break your front wing. That Bama has kept it within DRS range of Wayo flow. So that is absolutely critical for Bama here, saving his ERS. Actually, all the leaders are doing a great job of that. And Freddie there in P4, he's going to have to make a mad dash to get back up to the end of that train. I would expect the cost to probably at the end of this lap. Yeah.
Oh, the fries have hit each other.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Google's put Andrew in the wall. Oh, and someone else has dropped it. Motor's dropped it.
Oh,
at turn 3.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, he's lost both of them. So Motor's dropped it by himself, and unfortunately, I think Andrew was following Vamu and had to brake in the middle of turn 2, and unfortunately for him, Google just ran into the back of him and put him round.
Oh man, I haven't seen Ferraris take each other out like that.
VSC. Oh wow.
Does Google have damage?
Not sure. He kind of just hooked onto the back of the rear wing and just sent Andrew round, who was on the power. But yeah, Andrew had to check up because Vamu lifted off in turn 2. So it wasn't malicious or anything at all. Which you gathered by the teammates anyway. But that's going to put Andrew down a fair way. He's got no front wing at all. And Motor, I'm not sure how he's escaped damage as well.
I tried to get back there and there's cars all over the place. We've just had it's been a demolition derby of sorts.
That's done to split up the entire pack though. Look at those gaps.
VSC lifted, and some of these guys have not sure if they've settled down a little bit or not, but there are some gaps after all these dudes were just all in the same vicinity. Let's see if Andrew just trying to make it around. I mean, he's doing a pretty good job for not having any downforce. But now Kaz F1's going to be coming up on him. He's going to be checked up as well. Yeah, Andrew's going to let him by. Oh, that's rough for Andrew. His season just cannot get any worse at the moment. It's a little bit like K-Mark in U3.
Not quite working, is it? I thought this front though, where he started to catch Acosta again. He's now within DRS. Bam is just outside again. There's light pulling away from Fred at the moment, so top 3 are going, but Acosta's lead, it's not going to be in the lead for long. You'd expect to see him in the pits the next lap or two. I think
yeah, look at that huge tail slapper for him coming out of the out of the chicane. Easy to do, especially on 9 lap old hard or softs.
Surely now it's time to pit.
I would tend to agree with that sentiment. That was almost catastrophic for Acosta. It was a brilliant save. Pretty much 90 degrees to the left and then to the right. Pureblade says, "What is this?" It's a good question. I believe it is. It is the AM2 race / Demolition Derby. Coming to you live from the Yas Queen International Circuit in Abu Dhabi. Oh, and that's Wayo flow from the lead.
Oh, out of P2.
Has binned it. Coming out of the final corner. Too much curb, it looks like.
And he's got big damage as well.
Oh my. Who wants it? Who wants it? Goodness gracious, fellas. Not sure. Acosta's still out. Still staying out. He's got 1.1 seconds to Bama, who has 3.5 seconds to Freddie. Abuda's put in the fastest lap of the race. He is on those mediums. We expect another stop to come for softs. Probably about 10 laps from him. But Wayo, did not see him losing it like that. We were riding on board with P3. Or I think it might have been Bama. And next thing you know, you see the leader on the in the inside wall. So it didn't get super clear feedback on what happened there, but very odd. I guess probably similar to what happened to DK on the restart. These tires are up to temperature.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're running a bit too wide. I'm getting a bit too much of that curb. I don't know. It's a bit mysterious for one. Google's going to send it on Bam, no, not quite. Bam is right at the back of Costa. Costa has to make a decision now. He's either got to pit this lap or try and stay to mediums. I think he's better off just pitting.
Yeah, he's got to I think he's definitely going for that soft to medium, which is possible. Don't think it's that fast. He's still not pitting. This is an intriguing strategy from Acosta. Of course, he did say last week. Yeah, he did say last week that he's in 6 different leagues in the bilingual interview. So he obviously has a lot of experience on a multitude of tracks, and Wayo, I think, might have dumped it again in the same spot. He's missing.
Why didn't he pit? That's a mystery.
Missing a lot of that right wing.
I wonder if he's understeered and missed the pit lane. Oh, Google's round. He's done it at turn 3 as well. No, it's turn 2. Oh, does anyone actually want to keep their car in a straight line this race?
I don't know. Look at Motor just lagging around the outside there. Whoa, he's going to overcut. I can't tell, but he does have a nice helmet.
As well for P1. For P1, sorry. So it's all happening. And he's going to get on the switchback. Far too much grip.
Yeah.
Bama's now into the lead.
Yeah, Costa has a number in his head that he has to hit. I'm not sure what that is. I thought it would have been like 10. I think it would be 11, but I'm still not sure. And remember, he's going to have to serve that 5-second penalty that he got for speeding under yellow flags. Was that? Can't quite tell what's going on back here. I said Wayo and Motor going back and forth. Honestly, extremely difficult to tell what's going on with Motor right now with his car, with his internet situation.
But still staying out.
Wow, what is the?
So it has to be soft mediums. It has to be mediums. I reckon if you can pit, I don't even know about this lap. Maybe just this lap, but next lap, you have to pit. You absolutely have to pit.
I mean, those mediums can go 15 laps. I mean, you're going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what assists you use, but you know, you're close to puncture territory, I think, at the end of both stints. So we'll see how it works out for him. Meanwhile, at the end of the top 5, Porridge, after having a dismal opening sector, well, really entire opening first lap, saved by that safety car up into P5, mentioned earlier. Porridge had a best career finish at Abu Dhabi last year, or tied for one. I think he had a couple of P4s last season. But yeah, P4 last year for Porridge, and he is now on the back of Steven 7, who in his debut in AM2 is looking pretty solid. P4 for the Welshman. Give him some shine. Fun fact, Bod, I'm actually 25% Welsh.
Here you go.
Yeah. Shout out to Wales.
Oh, that's a nice move.
That was a very nice move from Porridge Power.
That's very, very neat.
Yeah. Porridge is. I feel like if anybody's primed to make a bit of a run here, around the midway point of the short season, I think Porridge can probably rattle off some podiums, especially if we get more races like this. Acosta is in from P2. Gonna have to serve that 5-second time penalty. Once again, he picked that up on the restart. DK, his teammate, was leading. Acosta was behind him, and DK dropped it coming on the final corner, and he got a speeding under the yellow, which is really unfortunate for his race. But I think he's going to come out. Oh, he's gonna have a lot of traffic here. I didn't know he was going to be this far down and see where Motor is on track.
He's going to be just behind a boot, I think. It's going to be very close. I think a boot's just going to get him.
Ooh.
Oh, no, he's not.
Okay.
That's important. That's very important for Acosta.
That is Acosta, because I think just in terms of raw pace, a boot is pretty close to Acosta.
Yeah.
So fresh tires for Acosta, that'll definitely help. Him get away. Would have been a bit of a battle with the boot. That was a
Everyone else is going to hit again, I think, though, except for Vamu. I'm not even sure if it's hard to make it to the end. So, I mean, he doesn't have to push Acosta. I mean, if anything, he has to not push to make sure those tires actually get to the end.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Not a bad spot there.
I mean, he is already gaining pretty rapidly on Motor. But it's going to be imperative for Acosta to use a lot of caution in approaching the lag city car of motor. Look at that. This is so frustrating when you're stuck behind somebody who's moving all over the place. Of course, nothing anyone can do about it now. But I think motor.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's not.
Oh no! I thought he was just getting out of the way, but
yeah.
No.
And I mean, Augusta's just got to be. I mean, I hope he brought. Oh my God. This is awful, and is that our caca?
Oh, someone else has dropped it. Steven's dropped it out of P4.
Oh no!
Turn 3 again.
Oh man, turn 3 has just been an absolute hot spot. I mean, it usually is, but I feel like we're seeing a lot more action around there than usual. But that's going to give Acosta a break. I think Steven might be better served just jumping the pits on another pair of mediums, because once those tires start hot, arid nature of the circuit, it's really hard to get them back into temp. You're basically playing rallycross for a while, which is not fun. Acosta now on the charge, starting to look a little bit like his win in Hungary 2 weeks ago. Where it seemed at the end that he was really the only one that wanted to win. And that's a boot down the inside of motor for P7 behind him.
I'm just trying to think about the strategy that's going to play out, because Akaka's hit the same time as Acosta. He's going to try and go to the end of mediums. So he might be one to watch. If everyone else pits around him. I'm still not convinced that Dhabi can go to the end. Same as Sector on those hards.
That's Steven in the pits.
Yeah. I wonder if he's got some front wing damage from that hit. Can't quite see on the camera there.
I couldn't tell if he actually made contact with the wall.
I'll check the pit stop. No wing, just tyres.
I thought he saved it.
So
yeah, another set of mediums.
He should be fine to go to the end.
Yeah.
14 laps is doable. Someone else dropped it. Oh, it's Motor. Again, he's dropped it at turn 2. Stay on the track, guys, please. And that's brought out a safety car.
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay, so that's saved everyone else making up the stop. But I mean, how many? We were saying, or you were saying at the start, how we're probably not likely to see safety car and stuff, and you mentioned briefly turn 3 might be the place, and since we've said that, pretty much everyone's done a couple of celebratory donuts there. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is definitely a lifeline for Acosta. He's not going to have to pit again. Vamo Newell. I know he's got track position, but I'd probably get off those hards if the fuel's going to be bunched back up.
Yes, definitely.
Interesting to see.
Softs. 11 laps on softs.
No, absolutely not. I don't think that's...
If you were brave, maybe. If you're someone like DK, I would.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have anything to lose, yeah. I mean, but for the leaders here, I think that would just be absolutely
mate.
too much.
Jamie's picked up a time penalty under safety car.
Oh.
That's a sign moment. Bama's put on mediums.
Lead
Fred
from
has
Bama.
put on mediums as well. Fred's getting a front wing change as well though, so that's going to set him back a little bit.
And Vamo did not pit, so he will be inheriting the lead here. Guess while we're...
not quite. Bama will be ahead of him.
Bama got it. Oh man, that pit exit always gets me. So that is...
that's not good.
That is good news for Bama. Yeah, I'm a new ball here. Not really sure. Not really sure if he's making the best strategic choices this evening. But Acosta now in P3.
Are people trying it? Motors put on softs.
Oh lord. See if DK's going mediums.
Being saved. He's going to be in a nice trap position. Everyone else putting on mediums.
Yeah.
DK's got mediums.
Google puts off down there at P15.
May as well.
Yeah, I mean, might be your only chance at points, but who knows? We might get another safety car. Seems like every 2 or 3 laps, people are dropping it. Yeah. Um, Not sure this is what Bama wants to see. He was probably celebrating that he got out in front of Vama Nubel. But I think he can see a little bit further in his rearview mirrors, and he sees the 3-time defending race winner to start off season 7, Acosta, in his peripherals. So, I think the first one was going to be good. The first one was a pretty good safety car restart. I think that definitely lived up to our expectations. This one is probably going to be for all the marbles. And, I want to see if nerves get to these guys. I don't think Bama has done much league racing, given his age. Acosta, as we mentioned about 10-15 minutes ago, he said just last week in his interview with Lopez that he does 6 league races a week. So let's see what kind of experience gap we'll have here. Fred, I know, does multiple leagues on PC, but this is the only one he does on PS4. Porridge, I'm not really sure about, but I think at a certain point you gotta hope that these guys keep their heads, because this has been a wild one so far.
Yeah, points on the line. Big points on the line, so you're gonna have to try and keep it clean, because damage now is not very much more chance of a comeback really. So go and put your sensible hat on, but I mean it's also the best chance to make up those positions. So you're balancing act to see what kind of approach they take. You'd expect the likes of Motown and Google to be aggressive straight off the bat, but not too sure about the rest of them.
Let's take a look at the penalties. I believe Warner wanted to see that. I just forget where they put it. 6 seconds. Yeah, 6 seconds for Vama Nubel in P2, and then after that Abood, 3 seconds motor 6. Sector 7, who has somehow found himself in a points-betting position after a crazy day, with 3 seconds in P10, and DK in P11 and 3. Wayo Flow is 6 seconds in P13. Not ideal. Not an ideal day for what looked to be like the race winner, possibly, in that opening part of the race. Safety car will be in this lap. Yeah, we'll see. We saw it on the first restart bod, where Vamo Nubel held up Freddy and a bunch of other runners behind him on those hards.
Yeah, he's on the exact same tyres, so I honestly expect a bit more of the same.
Yeah, I wonder if Acosta is going to have to take off the kid gloves. That might be Bama's best hope here in the closing stage.
One more lap here.
Oh, really?
We'll be waiting for DJ. Normally by now it would have told us it's going in,
I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't even notice DJ was all the way back here. What is he doing? he's like the entire way.
I think it's an AI. Didn't he leave this? Yeah, he did. I think him and Kaz lagged out. So it's not even an actual driver there. But I can see him away. Yeah, his motor's back, which is a good thing.
Well, you know what? I mean, honestly, I think that's actually a pretty good news for some of these soft runners like Motor. Extra lap not at pace on those softs. It's only going to help them out at the end.
Yeah, if I was Kaz or Way, I'd consider pitting for softs now. 10 laps is doable.
Yeah.
We got some overtaking happening for some reason, and Google's in.
Motor's in.
And so is Motown. Both of them were on softs. Please put more softs on. Just do it.
I think that's what they're doing. They're just trying to melt mediums.
Yes. Google's put softs on. Motown's put mediums on. So I reckon that's Motown's AI sort of kicking himself.
Is that Motor's AI? And those are 13 lap old mediums. That's what has he already done?
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, that is that's gotta be frustrating here.
13 lap on. They're not even going to make it to the end. He's going to have to pit. They're going to be on like 40%.
Yeah.
50%. Oh, that's a big brain move from the AI, but there you go. That's why we love him.
Goodness. So much for that soft strategy. Looks like everybody now on mediums.
It's all riding on Google.
Google still, and you can see, I guess, is that motor? I can't tell. I'm not sure. Some lag issues here today.
Yeah, he's driving inside of DJ, so who knows?
It's kind of hot, but go back to the front. See
this
Bama
is important
here.
for Bama, Acosta, and Fred. Bama to gap, and Acosta and Fred to get by Bama as quick as possible without damage.
I agree 100%. We've seen a lot of Bama running up front, but I think this is his first chance really this season, to show us what he's made of. No pressure.
Oh, there's more 5 seconds being handed out.
Sector 7, just whenever I mentioned him in
8 and 9. Yep. And well, safety car is in, so Bama's going to pack him up massively, which is fair enough, I guess. Bama is going to be very slippy slidey off this restart, 14 left hold hards.
These guys are real backed up here.
Might take a little bit of patience after a custom spread. Looks like Bama's gone at a similar point to DK did after the last one. Vami's actually done okay initially, but he's already understeering a bit, and I think Acosta's going to get him right here.
Acosta's got him immediately. That is exactly what he needed to do.
And Fred needs to follow him as soon as possible. Checks up.
Watch out through this turn 3, how flat I'm going to take it. Oh, man.
I reckon some people lifted there. I can more than some lifted there.
I wouldn't blame him. Yeah, Fred probably getting some PTSD flashbacks here from the first restart. Let's see what kind of X he can get out of the hairpin. Looking outside.
Should be able to outbrake him with the grip. He's going to need to commit.
I think so.
And he does. Big move on the brakes. Solid.
Big move, and that's going to give him a little buffer back to Porridge power. We'll see if Porridge can get a move done. Oh man, he's going to be stuck behind him for that third sector. Yep. And it's going to allow Steven doing a good job on as a reserve. Ooh, as Freddie picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not great.
Yeah, that's not helping him. Sector's off again. He's lost a couple of positions towards the back. Google's already made up a fair few off those soft tyres, but they're not going to have much life for too much longer. Andrew up to P10 has made up a position too, so a couple of guys still moving around.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag for that. But
yeah, so I think it's just him getting out of the way of some more people, but not too sure. He's had an adventure with a race, hasn't he, Sector?
That's definitely one you won't forget anytime soon.
Ooh, Porridge down the inside of turn 1 for P4. Doesn't quite commit on the brakes, but
we'll have the grip around
traction.
here.
They're going side by side. This is always sketchy here. Oh, they've managed to nequotiate it just.
I don't know how
only just. Steven's almost gone into the back as well. He's going to set it down inside here surely as well. Not quite. Vamu actually does a pretty good job of defending that. And Abood's right there too, so these guys are all nice and close together. DK and Akaka also in on the action, so... Oh, and so is Andrew sticking the nose in there too, so they're all want a piece of Vamu here. Steven's going to get first crack. I don't think the others are going to be too far
DK
behind.
and Akaka, these guys... I thought these guys were going to go 3 wide. I think DK's going to get that move done. Oh my god, look at these dudes. Absolutely insane stuff at the back of the field. Is
Oh, and Abood snuck through. That's a nice move there from Abood as well. It looks like we're just about 3 wide behind though. This is absolute chaos up here. So Abood's going to have the next shot at Vamu. And he should get him around the outside with the grip. Vamu's on the brakes late. Gets a stop just.
Oh man, and Abood stuck his nose in there. Let's see if Abood can make a move into this right-hander.
Yeah,
that is Sector 7 is DNF'd. On track, it looks like. After that hairpin.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened to him. Oh man, this is just... These guys, this is a melee. And I don't want to...
Oh, they're pushing everyone through. Oh, Abood's going to go down the inside. And he's stuck it somehow.
This is an absolute melee, but I don't want to take away from the fact that the top 3 are all within a second of each other. So...
Oh, yeah. It's too much to look at. Oh, this pack is crazy. How about you look at the top three and I'll look at this pack?
Yeah. Let me know.
Try and catch everything.
Try to keep up with the winglets that are sure to be flying off here pretty soon. Bama leads by 0.3 of a second. You can see he's getting heavy on the ERS now. So is Freddie, ready to pick up these pieces. But yeah, that restart has left Porridge Power on an island in P4, looking to match his result from last season. Oh, that's Freddie and Acosta. Looks like Freddie might have got into the back of Acosta. He is around.
Oh,
Acosta is around. I'm not sure. We only caught the tail end of that. Not sure. Freddie just lost it under braking.
Oh, the Ferraris have hit each other again as well at the back. So there's more still happening. Oh, what an absolute mess. Karka's going to try and line up the Ferrari as well. Boygu's still right there. Google's dropped a few positions as well now. So this is a hack and a half back here. Yes, I wonder if not DK, but D Crime, Fred headed. Do you reckon he's going to be in a bit of trouble for that? I didn't quite see what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just kind of caught back up to him in the middle of that corner. I'm not sure if Freddie outbroke himself or if perhaps Acosta lost him under braking. It was kind of like in the middle of the first part of that chicane. You got Vamo Nubel just absolutely backing up DK. Oh!
Contact. Hopefully that's not damage, but Andrew's not going to get run around the outside of DK. DK's going to send it back on the brakes, and they're going to be side by side in a place you don't really... Oh, and he's almost binned it again. Oh.
William was retired in the pit.
Tied in the pit lane. Oh, he's had enough of this.
God,
I don't know why he didn't have enough of this. This is absolutely spicy. DK and Andrew's going to hang on just... He's going to be the next one to have a ping at Vamu. They're all lining up. The Karka and Google's too right there as well.
I was gonna say what this reminds me of, but it is not safe for work. Adult material, but these guys, Vamo just cannot. I mean, like he's doing a great job, I guess. Like hanging on to this. I mean, this is the Mark Webber School of Defensive Driving for you on these hards that are probably. Well past their prime. They never were in their prime. 18 laps in, and he's just sliding all over the place. While these guys are backed up behind him, absolute scenes.
Prime about 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Still in P7, so you have to give that to him. Although I think he's going to lose on penalties anyway, perhaps. But I mean, you never know. Things can still happen. There's still 6 laps left, so a lot can happen. Andrew's pushing him through the third sector now, so. DK's right behind as well, so what this is doing, there's always a massive pack behind, but as soon as they get in front of Vamu, they just see 3-4 seconds ahead, so I think this is the real deciding point, who can get by him quickest, but Vamu can't really take away too much from the effort he's putting in here, although you feel like it's just a matter of time.
I'm not sure if the Argentinian is on a wheel or not, but if he's on a wheel, I would suggest probably he's probably going to need to go to the chiropractor and massage therapist tomorrow because he is absolutely getting a workout on the wheel behind that Williams.
Oh, he's got not much battery either, although neither does Andrew or DK. They're all trying to burn it, getting by him. I think Andrew might just be close enough for a run here. They're both going to burn all 4% of their battery. Which is fair enough. I think Andrew's going to get him though. DRS, Vamu goes defensive. Andrew's going to go around the outside, late on the brakes. Can he get round? Sort of, just. He's got his nose well enough in there and he's going to do it. I think DK's going to squeeze through as well. And he does, so. Vamu's doing his best. We'll see how long he can hold on for though. He might have another ping at DK here though. I know he's not going to be happy if he gets back. And I think he's going to actually around the outside on 19 lap old hards. Oh, there's contact. DK's round.
DK.
Oh, I guess it was. I guess it was always a possibility. Oh, but that's a shame for DK. He's going to cut that and pick up 3 seconds for it as well.
We've been playing with fire for this long. These guys have been pack racing for the past 5 laps. That's awful for DK. I hate to see it. I'm sure he is not going to be too thrilled at the end of this one.
What a watch though.
some of the best stuff we're gonna see all year. That was that was crazy.
I'm definitely more happy that I'm definitely happy that I'm in here, not on track for this one.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Freddie once again has cut down the gap 6/10. It's in DRS range. He's about half.
Oh my god! I think I've just seen the best set I've ever seen. Rami's nearly binned it at turn 3 as well.
What happened?
Oh, he's nearly dropped it at turn 3 as well, Vamu.
Oh.
I reckon he went full anti-lock to save that. He's done an absolute mega job. But I mean, we can't really divert our attention away from the lead either. That's been a close battle. So, oh, I don't really know where to look.
Yeah, the cost is still lurking around in the background as well, but Freddie has closed this gap up. He's also he is burning through that ERS. Bama doing a great job.
Oh, and Vami's finally dropped it. Yeah, so that's the end of that, I guess. You can probably put it out to lead now for good.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess credit where credit's due. I mean, he's still on for points, probably.
Yeah, he'll still get points.
Yeah, but yeah, that was good fun. Arkaka's still looking to get around on Google Dougal back there. We'll keep you updated.
Yep. I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, this is getting real close here at the front. Of course, Freddie unfortunately has that 3-second time penalty, so if he doesn't get past him and skedaddle, who knows what happens. I wish we could check warnings. Unfortunately, TAS is down tonight. So we aren't able to see exactly what's going on.
I'll have a quick look manually.
Oh my, is it? That'd be nice. Just because.
Bama is clean and Acosta is one warning away.
So Bama looking good right now. I mean, Freddie has gotten around him on that back straight, but. Now Bama's going to have a little bit of an ERS advantage. Acosta's really burning all of his out in order to stay within that 3-second time gap. No warnings for Bama. Really impressive.
Yeah, I don't think Acosta's quite going to have the pace at the moment. Maybe in the last lap or two when Google's tyres drop off, so I think the gap is levelling as well, so I think the fight for P1 is the one to watch at the moment.
Can I watch the gaps here? Because it is imperative for Bama. I think Freddie's the fastest car on track right now, but Bama really does have to stay within that DRS. 2 laps to go, or excuse me, 3. Working lap 26. Andrew with the fastest lap of the race should give him credit. That is an extra point for him. It didn't look like a promising day for Ferrari, but now it's P7 and P8 after they ran into each other a couple of times.
Yeah, double points. That's not too bad considering off trouble 8 through. Of their own doing. Save it. Still.
Famo Newble, the action man. The action man is what we're going to call.
I think Kaka might be just close enough to have a pin here. Down the main straight. Both of them have very similar ERS. It's going to be very close. So P8. Google's going to defend the inside, but Kaka's not quite getting close enough, so that's going to stay as is for now as well.
Yeah, completely broke DRS. That's a good move from Google Doodle. I don't think Arkaka's going to have enough to get him into the second point. Bama has dropped out of DRS.
Seconds we've seen the consistency that Bama's had. But you never know. One mistake, that's all it takes. So the race for lead's still not over yet, and Acosta's still kind of floating there or thereabouts. Not quite got the pace to really challenge the top two. He's still sitting within that 2 seconds. As he's been finished since the restart, so yeah, I mean a penalty, a little mistake going a bit wide can really hurt you, and we've seen a lot of times drivers making mistakes already, so Not quite time to stubby yet still.
Yeah. 1.5 seconds. With 1.5 laps to go. Freddie's going to need to break that 1.5 second. Break through with another 1.5 seconds here. So this is going to be close. Maybe closer than we thought, and Acosta might be able to apply some pressure to Bama as well by the end of the next lap. So we'll have to see. Oh no, it looks like Acosta actually had some. Oh no.
Oh, he shot speed.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Acosta there. He picked up that low to the ground camera coming out of the chicane, which is uphill. Not sure what the producers were thinking about putting the camera there. But you really can't see anything, so it looked like he lost it before. That's why I'm a little.
It's very nice thing to give you a camera where you can't see anything. Well, yeah. Carcass gonna have a run here. This might be on for P8. He's gonna go down the inside. Late in the brakes, Google's softs. Oh, it's a big contact, and Carcass had to catch a spin there. Didn't quite get a good angle on the turn in there, but a little bit of front wheel contact there, and Google's just going to hang on, but his softs won't be too good for much longer. But we are onto the last lap.
After all we've been through, who knew that we could even get this far? 13 cars still running. Obviously, I think. Well, actually, I think it's only 10. So I'm pretty sure Kaz, DJ, and Motor have all lagged out. So yeah, I think it's been quite the adventure here today. Yeah, points for everyone. Vamo Nubel gets 1 point to hold on to after taking those cars 25 laps by the end of this. The gap is stabilized. Gap is stabilized at about 1.8. Looks like Bama in control right now. Knock on wood. Don't want him to drop it after everything we've seen today. Anything is possible.
Yeah, although in the comments as well, potential penalty for Fred. Didn't quite see what happened to that incident there, but I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him. Post race here what happened there, because we only caught the tail end of it, and I guess it is possible that given what happened to Acosta on the last lap, that he might have dropped it there too. But we'll wait until the end of this to figure it out. But Freddie will cross the line in first, but for the first time this season we have a winner other than Acosta. It is Bama 22X taking the win in Abu Dhabi. Congratulations to him. Acosta rounds out the podium. Good points nonetheless. Porridge with his best finish of the season in P4. Aboud in P5, but he's going to get bumped by Steven, reserving for Toro Rosso in P5. Well done to him. Andrew, after a whirlwind day, will finish P7, and his teammate will come home behind him in 8th. Arkaka P9 and Vamo Nubel. She really brought the action all day. He is going to get a point for his efforts. Alright, well, a lot to unpack, I guess.
Yeah, Bama also wins the Golden Wizard Award for not picking up a single warning the entire race, taking the win, so well done to him. Andrew gets drive of the day after all of that, so a couple of guys can be pretty happy with their drives, but I mean, someone's finally knocked off the mighty Red Bull of Acosta, so I guess that opens things up for the championship, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Bama's had some... He's had some performances here. Not sure if he's able to grow facial hair in real life, but he does on the video game. Right there. Taking a big-time win. Big-time points day for AlphaTauri as well. P1 and P5
yeah.
for the Italian outfit. Now let us know your driver of the day in the comments if you so choose. Not really sure who to go with. I think there are a lot of good choices here. I'll give it to Steven. Although I guess Andrew did go 14-7. I don't know. Now 4 stops, 3 stops everywhere you look. What an adventure that was. Yeah, that's fantastic stuff. I'm glad that we were able to get all of this action in on track today because next week we are headed to Suzuka, where you can't pass; it's physically impossible. It's nice to see. I guess
The amount of donuts people doing today, you never know. So
that's true.
Sketchy curves there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very different race. But
I'm gonna be holding my breath the entire time. I guess while we're waiting here, we might as well plug all the socials: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Contest of Speed, one word, all the same. YouTube, which is where we are, and Twitch. We have 2 accounts: COS_Formula 1 and Contest of Speed, as well as the website contestofspeed.com, where we will have updated points after the weekend. After all of the shenanigans are sorted out, because I have a feeling there's going to be some penalties coming down for a few drivers, perhaps, after today. Nonetheless, do we have Freddie in here yet? We would try to get Acosta, but he is... we do not have our translator today, so...
I could try use Google, but I don't think that would be a very efficient process. I've sent them all invites, so we'll give them another 30 seconds.
Yeah, might as well. I'll check the chatter on the old Discord.
Not much yet. A little bit of apologising, I think, which is probably fair enough. There was a lot of
very Canadian from Porridge. I don't even know what he's referencing to at the start of the race. That feels like 2 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, it was a while, wasn't it?
Freddie has typed something in Spanish to Acosta. It says, "Lo siento mucho, hombre. No siempre lentamente a tiempo y te golpe. Lo siento por eso." So,
translate that.
I could put it in the Google machine, possibly.
Could.
Google Translate.
We've got Fred and Banner here now, so I'm not sure if Ross will join.
Probably not. I'd say just get to the action.
All right. Sure thing. Well, we might start with our new race winner. Someone's finally knocked off the Flying Red Bull, Bama 22, with your first win in Contest of Speed. Must be pretty nice to wrap that up.
Yeah, my back really hurts right now. I've been sweating the whole entire time.
Yeah, it was a long race, wasn't it? A couple of safety cars, a fair bit of pressure. We saw that lead gap was pretty close for a lot of that last stint.
Yeah, my mindset was just not to get any warnings, which that happened. So, no penalties.
Yeah, we have a award we give out. It's called the Wizard Award, where you don't get any penalties or warnings at all. So you won that today, which is very nice. Congratulations. I don't think it's tangible, but it's still something worth winning. But yeah, walk us through your race. Qualified fairly well, but yeah, as you mentioned, tidy was the way of the day, it seems.
Yeah, qualified P3, tried sticking with the leaders up on the early part of the lap. Safety car came out, which I think, 3 or 4 of us pitted the mediums, which I think that was the right call to go on the 2-stop. Because Valmu made a terrible call and going on the hards. That was not a good tire strategy. And basically just kept it out of the track limits and drove safely to the win.
Yeah, well, it's given me a win, so very, very happy about that. Congratulations. Good points for your substitute teammate as well, finishing in P5, so good team points as well.
Yep, thank you, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, good stuff. Mates, we'll catch you next week for the challenge of Suzuka. Yes, round of applause, why not?
See ya.
We'll move on to our P2 man then. Formerly known as D-Crime, now Fred Head. Solid drive.
I don't know what to say. I'm so mad at myself for For one, I know for a fact that me hitting Acosta is getting me a penalty, so which again, I'm going to finish behind Acosta again. Then I messed up on the safety car restart. I got a warning, tires were too cold. I'm not sure who was the leader at the time, but they slowed down way too much. Like, not blaming them, but they slowed down a lot, and I had no tire temperature. I got this warning. I'm pretty sure that gave me a penalty, so then after that I was just pushing the whole race. And yeah, I had just a lot of bad luck thrown at me, so what most likely is going to be P3. I'm happy for that. Damage limitation is what I did, and that's what came of it.
Yeah, we saw the back end of that little incident, so we couldn't really comment on what happened there. Was it just a bit late under brakes, or?
I hit my marks. I hit what I was supposed to, or brake when I was supposed to. I wasn't expecting Acosta to slow down like that much, and it's what happens. It's most likely gonna be a third place, so it's whatever in the end.
Yeah, we'll see what happens post race, but I mean, a podium drive out of all that chaos that happened behind you, I think you'd be pretty happy with that. Reasonable qualifying, but to come in with P2 18 points is pretty good nonetheless. Even 15 is not too bad, I think, either. So should be pretty happy with that. On to Japan next week. What are your thoughts on that?
To win. I need to win at this point to catch up to Acosta. There's nothing else I can really do at this point. I need to hit my marks. I need to win at least one race to beat Acosta.
There you go. You heard it here first. Winning is the goal for next week, so we'll see if you can do it. Congratulations on a P2. We'll see if you can go one better next week. So, solid drive, good stuff.
Yeah, would be remiss to say there that
join. No, we're all good. All yours.
Yeah. I would say that typically throw out the cliches because I'm so used to it after 22 races last season. It's a long season, but in fact we're already approaching the halfway mark. 4 rounds in out of 11 here in season 7. I think winning will be the key down the stretch. Obviously, Acosta showed some pace, but I think we have a couple guys on the podium tonight that would be worthy foils for a runaway in the championship. Said Suzuka next week, going to be tough. Qualifying is going to be super important. Never know what the conditions will throw at you there on the east coast of Japan. But trying to think of what else. Yeah, I guess tomorrow we're going to have EU1. It's 10 o'clock GMT for all the Brits out there. 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern for us in North America. Then we'll follow that up with AM1 tomorrow night for our race at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. If any of the Euros want to stay up and watch us, feel free. Bod and I will be struggle bussing around this circuit, much like you guys did today. So yeah, with that, I think ED1 and ED2, of course, Friday, Saturday, 100% series, as well as I don't think there's any iRacing this weekend on Sunday. Those guys are preparing for the end of the month where they will be taking on the 12 hours of Sebring. So yeah, I guess until next week, I'll bid you guys adieu. For myself, for Bod, who came back after a siesta last week, and our podium getters. Congratulations to Bama on his first win. Freddie in P2 for the time being, and Acosta in P3. We'll check you guys out next week.